Hey everybody, making a video on reasons to stop worrying. Here's a couple of them. Starting with number one, it's draining. It is an emotional drain. It doesn't get you anywhere. And basically, you're gonna lose all your energy in something that's pointless. And you only have a certain amount of energy throughout the day, mental energy, that you use up either on good things or bad things. If you use your mental energy, think about it as money. You invested in either reading a book. It takes energy to read a book, or it also takes energy to think about bad stuff and just think and think and think, and pretty much you wasted a day. And it is energy because to recover it, you need to eat and get some rest. And you don't want to go day by day worrying and worrying and worrying, wasting days. Number two, it makes the problem worse. When you're worrying, you make it double. You heard that song that says, "Don't worry about a thing," or "Be happy." I forgot how it goes. It's not by Bob Marley. It is, "Don't worry. When you worry, it makes it double." I don't know who sings it. Sorry. Look it up. Something about "Don't worry." So yeah, it makes the problem worse for yourself. You're gonna think it's worse than it is, and it's like a downward spiral, and I don't know, it may lead you to depression. And number three, it brings others with you. So when you worry and you show it and it shows in your face, I notice it when I worry, and I don't snap out of it, it brings others with it, and they're just like, "Hey, what's wrong?" I don't want to do that to others, so I just snap out of it and like, "Hey, let me just enjoy the day and not worry about stupid shit that, because worrying is not going to do anything for me." And that goes to number four. It solves nothing. It doesn't do anything for you unless you're trying to figure something out. But if you're just worrying, you're missing out on other things you could be doing. So it does nothing for you. It just makes things worse in your head. Number five, it's bad for you physically and mentally. You're getting anxiety, you're panicking, you may lead to depression. All these mental things could lead to other worse mental things. The birds want to get in on the video. Physical, you could get sick, from being all like down. Your immune system could get down too, and next thing you know, you're kind of getting a cold. So, you stop eating. When you worry, you don't want to eat. You're like, no, I'm good, I don't want to eat. You feel like you don't deserve to eat. Like, Jesus, talk about self-punishment. You're punishing yourself. But no, like, you know what? Accept the problem. Number six, you start having other bad habits. For some people, they stop eating a lot. They stop like wanting to eat. Or when they do eat, they splurge on snacks and fatty foods, sugary foods, bad eating habits. Instead of eating nutritional stuff, they eat fast food and easy carbs. Or they start buying, going on a shopping spree and, trying to make themselves feel better by buying all this crazy stuff that they overbuy. It's okay to buy yourself stuff and buy stuff with friends, but to overdo it, it's another problem. You're gonna end up with bad credit or a huge amount of credit debt, and then that's gonna end up worrying you more on another aspect. Number seven, you missed out on life. You stop enjoying yourself. You're pretty much a walking dead person, just not really enjoying the day and letting some event affect you, like a car accident. You're just thinking about it and like worrying. Number eight, you missed the lesson. Like if you worry, instead of thinking about it like the bright side, like, okay, this happened to me, what could I learn from it, you're just like, oh, you feel like a victim. And nobody should be victimizing themselves. Should be like, what could I learn from this? Ask yourself in a proactive manner, like, what can I take from this, and how can I be better in the future, and how could I avoid in the future? So yeah, don't Don't miss out on life because of some events. Number 9, I think, or 10, I don't know. Number 10, you lose people like that. You know, you could lose a partner, you could lose family, friends. You know, they kind of like stay away from you just to avoid that negativity. You know, that negativity is kind of contagious, and you know, people try to help you, but if you just worry and worry, it's, you know, all the time, constantly, for any little thing, it's kind of like draining on them, and they're not going to want to be around you as much. You know, they're going to start feeling resentful for you, or pity you, and you're just like, ugh. You know, people want to enjoy themselves, not be around negative energy. All right, now for some solutions. Number 1, you know, become a problem solver. When an accident happens, you know, think about like, oh, what's the best way to go about this? Like, it happened, okay, accept it, and you know, move on, and take the best approach. You get in a car accident, okay, where can I get the money? Insurance, is it the best for insurance? Is it? And boom, take pictures or whatever, you know, and move on. Number 2, know it's a sign that you feel, you know, like if you feel worry, understand like where it's coming from. It might mean that you don't feel like you're in control, so think about how you can get in control. And if you can't have nothing in control, like meaning there's nothing you can do about it, just let it go and be like, you know what, there's nothing I can do about it, just accept what's going on and look at it as for what it is, and now what could it be, or what could happen, or how it could be worse, or just control the things you could control and do your best, the best you can, but don't let it take over you. So basically, toughen up. This means you kind of have to build confidence in solving problems, and this may mean looking at the problem as kind of an opportunity to like solve an issue, get better at making things better. So it's good to, you know, maybe have some issues, have problems, because you are getting stronger. So just realize that, hey, I'm gonna get better after this problem. Number 3, learn to rationalize. You know, accept the worst case scenario, accept all the consequences that come with it, and pretty much be like, screw it, you know, it's gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna end up paying a lot of money for this car accident, and oh well, you know, there's a solution they can find out about. Ask friends, like, hey, what could I do better? Like, you know, instead of being like, hey, you know, I don't know what's like, hey, what's like, be in a positive mindset, even if it's something bad that's happening. But rationalize it, you know, like, that's life, you know, things happen to that, like, bad things happen to people all the time, to good people, to bad people, it doesn't matter, just bad things happen, and that's how life is, but just keep aiming for the best outcome. Number 4, everything has a solution, obviously, you know, whether the solution is just accepting it and letting the worst come and dealing with it, or figure out a smart, clever way to get yourself out of a situation. But worrying, of course, does the opposite. It just gets you in deeper trouble, or you think. Number 5, I already kind of said this, you know, the opposite of one of the reasons not to worry is that don't let it stop you from enjoying life. You know, you could have a big issue in the background, but you could still enjoy life and make the best of it every day. Number 6, understand that, you know, and this one's kind of like the same as some other one, you know that you have some control. You know, control what you can, and I'm pretty much being repetitive already, so let you all go. Bye-bye.